After centuries of power stretching across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, the mighty Roman Empire eventually split into two halves. The Western Roman Empire ruled from Rome, while the Eastern Roman Empire, later known as Byzantium, was governed from the magnificent city of Constantinople. Though they shared the same legacy, their destinies could not have been more different. While the West collapsed under waves of invasions, the Eastern Roman Empire rose to become a strong, wealthy, and resilient power. Its emperors launched ambitious campaigns, reclaimed lost territories, and stood toe-to-toe with powerful rivals. Among their greatest challenges were the Persian empires, first the Parthians, then the Sassanids. For centuries, Romans and Iranians clashed across deserts, mountains, and ancient cities in battles that shaped the fate of the entire region. These wars reached a dramatic peak during the reign of Emperor Heraclius, known to Arabs as Qaiser Heraclius. His daring expeditions deep into Persian territory became legendary. He led his armies through rugged terrain, defeated the powerful Sassanid ruler Hosea II, and restored the true cross to Jerusalem. For a moment, it seemed as if Rome's eastern half had risen stronger than ever. But a new power was emerging, swift, united, and filled with momentum, the forces of Islam under the Rashidun caliphs. Following the passing of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the early Muslim armies moved with speed and discipline across the region. The Romans, exhausted from decades of war with Persia, struggled to defend their vast borders. The turning point came in 636 at the Battle of Yarmouk. There, the Roman forces clashed with the armies led by Khalid ibn al-Walid, a commander whose tactics reshaped the battlefield. Despite their numbers and experience, the Romans suffered a devastating defeat. Yarmouk was not just a battle, it was the moment the Roman Empire realized its era of dominance in the Middle East was ending. In the years that followed, the Eastern Romans withdrew from Syria, Palestine, and Egypt. One by one, regions that had been part of the empire for centuries slipped away. Byzantium contracted into a smaller but still determined state centered in Anatolia, the Aegean, and a scattering of islands like Rhodes. However, the 11th century brought new challenges. In 1071, the Battle of Manzikert saw the Seljuk Turks under Sultan Arslan decisively defeat the Byzantine army, thus opening the gates for Turkic migration and settlement in Anatolia. Over the centuries, this gradual Turkification of the region laid the foundations for the rise of Osman I and the Ottoman dynasty, foreshadowing the empire that would one day conquer Constantinople. Yet, even in this reduced form, the empire held on for hundreds of years. It weathered invasions, civil wars, crusades, and rising new powers. But by the mid-15th century, the once proud empire had been reduced to a single jewel, Constantinople, the city that had outlasted so many enemies before. That final test came in 1453, when the young and ambitious Sultan Mehmed II of the Ottomans surrounded the city with a massive army. The walls of Constantinople, strong for 1,000 years, shook under the blast of giant cannons. Emperor Constantine XI fought bravely alongside his soldiers, knowing this battle would decide the fate of Rome's last remnant. After weeks of relentless siege, the final assault broke through. Ottoman troops surged into the city, and the last Roman emperor fell in battle. With the rise of the Ottomans came the fall of Constantinople, marking the end of the Eastern Roman Empire and the closing chapter of the ancient Roman world. Yet the legacy of Rome lived on. Its culture, art, religion, and ideas shaped Europe, the Middle East, and the world for centuries to come. Empires may fall, but history remembers their greatness forever.